Hi, my name's Shane, and this is part 2 of my Outdoorsman video. Like I said before, I'm a professional indoorsman who likes to try to be an outdoorsman. But this time, we have broadened our horizons and we've made our way to the Red River Gorge. And you can see the view, very nice. Really like this spot. It's a random spot going up the chimney top. I think it's called Chimney Top. Working on our bushcrafting skills a little bit more this time. Kind of with the way I set up that teepee. Of course, we gotta watch kids. Come on. That's not gonna be very good if you fall. But in this video, I wanted to show some things that we got going on that I didn't show last time. Like, for example, this right here is our water system. So water system, you can go to Walmart and just buy this cube-shaped bag, kind of the cheap one, but I actually found better ones at other stores because they're made out of a thinner material, so it's easier to like crumple them up. This one's hard to crumple up. But I got this bowl I found on the side of the highway like years and years ago, and I thought I might as well keep that. So now it's pretty useful as a basin. Got a copper pad for washing off your dishes and just like some environmentally friendly soap. And there you go, easy. Check it out. Boom, sink. And just run. I'm also going to show you some of the pots. So you can go to Cabela and get like these copper mugs that, you know, they're pretty decent and stuff, but they don't have to be copper. These aluminum ones came from the Army surplus store and they're like $5 a pop. And if they're good enough for the Army, I mean, they're going to be good enough for you, right? Works the same. Then put it over, I showed how I did this before in the last video with my 3 sticks and then my chain with the S-hooks that I got from Lowe's. Brought it down a little bit lower to the fire this time. Got this from the Army surplus store too. It's an aluminum pot. Great technology because it has another little pot inside of it. So it's kind of like the little wooden dolls where like the smaller one fits inside of the bigger one, and so on and so forth. Found this skillet at Goodwill. Just so happens to be a camping one because it folds. Folding technology is important with camping because you got to think in terms of how you're going to pack stuff. And so if you're bringing just stuff from your household or out of your kitchen, it's not really going to be like, it might work and function, but it's going to be harder to move it. In this location, a lot of wood in this location is just sitting around. It's dry. The conditions are drier this time and much warmer. I hacked this piece of pine with my axe. Spent a good amount of work on it to make a good log. But then when I went to break it, like to try to snap it off after I chewed through it good enough, the roots came up. So it's a 2-for-1. I get to burn everything above what I chopped and below. And it needed to be cut anyway to get it down to the side. Let's look at our refrigeration. I call it refrigeration, but obviously it's a cooler with ice. Pretty slick. Got the egg crate. This is a great thing to have because if all else fails, if you can't like capture a moose with your bare hands or capture a large tuna, then you always got these to fall back on. I brought chicken liver. I didn't know if it was going to be around a body of water or not, where we could maybe fish catfish or something. Makes good bait. Maybe we'll cook that. But if you want to peer inside, the way we keep it cool, got pico de gallo, Rubbermaid. Rubbermaid's the way to go because the lid snaps down good, and you don't want like little levers or anything. Like there's these plasticware for food where there's like little snap down levers, kind of like our waterproof thing there. But if you're trying to transport it somewhere, you know, it just kind of provides like a snag for it to snag onto something, lift up, and then all your food comes out. These are great. There's nothing to snag onto. But anyway, to keep it cool, water bottles and freeze them like the day before, a whole bunch of them. Keeps it cool and it keeps it dry inside of here. Then I just kind of got to put everything back the way I had it. These don't really have to be outside. Latrine. So latrine wise, bucket, pool noodle, slit like down the end, and a environmentally friendly, biodegradable trash bag, kind of as a liner. And put this around it. It keeps coming off though. Just kind of put that around it and check it out. Boom, toilet. And then once you're done, you can, you know, seal it up almost like a Ziploc bag. It has like some kind of substance that breaks down everything. And, you know, you can toss it into a dumpster or just dig a hole and bury it. Over here, I got like a tarp kind of pulled up. It's actually not a tarp. It's a very large poncho that works also as a tarp. It's like a multi-purpose poncho. It can also be like a footprint for a tent. But I got it hanging up on some paracord just to kind of make a private area, kind of like the latrine that we got, a little bit outside of camp. That's really about it. We'll just kind of look at our fire ring. Fire ring's a fire ring. Got a bunch of chairs. You want to have a place to sit. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. My name's Shane, and this is Gail. I never include her in my videos, but Gail, do you have any comments? What do you think?
I guess it's gonna be fun.
Are you enjoying it? Like, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I like it.
We're gonna kind of work on our bushcraft skills. Firecraft is kind of the big thing this time. Gonna read our Bible. You know, you just want to kind of connect with nature, learn something. Bushcraft is great, just a little bit, not too much. There is a thing called society. There is a thing called civilization. You know, we do put our heads together. It's not really going to be super often that you're really going to always be all by yourself. But yeah, that's all I kind of had to say about it. I think everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. It's a little warmer. So yeah. I just use the back of my axe head to kind of mash up this little bit of twine. Make like a little nest. I also found like a pretty good resource. This pine should make a pretty good resource. I found like a pine. You see that honey looking golden color? That's tree sap. It'd make a good fire catcher. Let's see if I can repeat what I did yesterday. You don't realize how hard this kind of thing is until you get out here. See, and you can get really in your head about why it ain't working and all kinds of stuff. Look at that.
Put that outside in the trash. Open the thing. The fire. Or put it right there. On the fire. No.
Don't want to smother it once you get it going. Really easy to smother this little sucker. You gotta use the smallest little sticks as you can possibly find. And just kind of baby it for a second. And there you go. It worked.
Okay. Mommy, look how close I am.
Yeah.
I
Julian.
We didn't catch this fish.
Where's that lighting coming from? Oh, it's time for the fire.
So, there's 3 fillets of catfish. Let's see how well it works. Right? This is a pretty cool thing you can get. It's got like I got this at Walmart. It's got like almost every spice you would ever need out here in one thing. And then foldable spatula. So I mean, it's very satisfying to be outside and cook on a fire. Don't you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Do you look forward to it?
Yep.
What should we eat it with? We got pico de gallo, strawberries, and flour tortillas.
Sounds good.
Oops. These are pretty slick. Do you have any idea how many dishes, how many forks and spoons you don't have to clean, like individual ones with this technology? It's got a spoon on one end, a fork on the other, and then like this little serrated thing. So you're only washing 1 utensil for 3 regular ones.
This one.
I hope you.
Can I put this one? Can I put this one? I put this one.
Go over there, because your ice gonna get hurt. Don't worry, Dell.
Look at my pine log I was hacking on earlier. I knew that'd be a good fire log. That sucker took off.
Good morning. Here goes Daddy. Too.
How was it?
First thing I have to do is tie my hair.
How was it last night?
It was nice. It was very quiet. Much better than the last place.
Last place was loud.
Just felt like we're at home last night, but I still fell asleep.
fire rekindled. Found some old coals under the coal bed that were still working. Then I found some of these.
Now we're getting fire.
That's pine towards the base. You harvest this golden kindling from like a dead pine tree towards the base of it. I found a stump, and that's kind of where I got this. Kind of like chopped that. You can see that kind of sap where it settled toward the bottom. You can harvest shavings of this, or just take some of it with you and keep it on you as like a fire starter and keep it around for a long time. I'll probably keep it in my waterproof thing.
And look what we found. Ooh, it's fun.
All right.
Fire's always done anyway.
Some people add milk, some people don't. I do.
I did it.
Probably no salt. You want any other spice in it?
Mm-mm. Just salt and pepper.
The same
Your hands are
thing.
probably going to be dirty.